volunteers and staff picnic committee here for the Toledo Area Polka Society. What a fantastic couple of days, and thank you for all your hard work. Here we go for you, starting you off, polka time, one called Hanusha. Starting out, Chase on the vocal, that's one called the Hanusha Polka. All right, we're going to keep it polka time for you right now. I want to send this out to my good friends Jerry and Jerry, the Solivodas, here with us. Jerry's, are you live on Facebook? All right. Here we go for you right now. We'll feature Chris on the vocal, a song off of our And the Road Begins CD. Here we go with one called Everybody's Reaching Out for Someone.
Like the trees along the river bank, lift up your branches to the sun above. We spend our lifetimes reaching for a friend, 'cause everybody needs someone to love. Everybody's reaching out for someone. Everybody's asking for someone. Before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching.
the vocal for you. That's one called Everybody's Reaching Out for Someone. All right, we're going to keep it polka time for you. I'd like to send this one out especially for Barb Zielinski, who was us, my former boss back in the day. Best boss I ever had. Since I left Barb's band, I've always been the leader.
I want to say hi to Tom Bodovich out there and,
and also
Lorraine in the
Mark.
Lurie, Ohio area.
What's that? Oh, for Jake Fortin out in the house. All right, well, we'll do one for him as well. Here we go for you. This one's off our And the Road Begins CD. It's one called the
Hope you're having a Polka nice
Congratulations
weekend.
Polka.
We'll catch your show tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Joe Robb. I take it you left, Joe. I want to thank you. It's a pleasure being with you and Jenny. Take the tape. If you left, I hope you have a safe ride home. Have a great weekend. For both of you, somewhere on the Polka Road.
Thank you. There you go. This one called the Congratulations Polka. All right, we're going to do one more polka for you.
Oh, yeah.
I want to send this one out especially for my daughter-in-law, Olivia, who's back out flying solo this evening. Are you Ubering home? Or you can ride in the van. I'll drop you off. No problem.
I'm going to say a quick
The
hi
bakery is
and
down to
hello
40
to
Plotzek.
two mics
So
that
if you
are
haven't gotten
watching
your
us
Plotzek
here.
yet, stop
Mike
on out.
Lotka,
We're going to feature Chase on the
thank
vocal.
you for
It's a special
tuning in
tune
to the
for
live
Olivia.
Facebook feed here
Was
of the
recorded
DynaBrass
on our latest recording, but done for the
playing
first
here
time
the
at
Toledo
Olivia and
area
AJ's wedding.
Polka
So here we go.
Society
Chase on the
Summer
vocal.
Picnic
Here's
at
one
the
called
Oak Shade
Please
Grove
Be
in Oregon,
Near Me.
Ohio.
Polka.
And also, hi again to Mike Nemnius in New Jersey. Good to see you back on board, Mike.
When you're near me, I can feel it feeling. It
Yes.
All right, we're going to go waltz time for you right now. This is a DynaBrass original. I want to do it especially for Alyssa Grajcek, and all the Grajceks in the house. Here we go for you, waltz time. Chase on the vocal one more time. It's called The Journey of Love. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that they are doing the 50-50 raffle. You got the table over there. If you haven't gotten your 50-50 tickets yet, please do so. The purse is pretty big, let me tell you. And we appreciate the support here for the Toledo Area Polka Society. 50-50 tickets available at the table right outside the pavilion here. Here we go for you, waltz time as promised. One called Journey of Love.
You got it. Yep. Just 10.
Inspiration of deep inside. You're always in my soul, always on my mind. The winds keep blowing, little summary of you. Something we can count on as we go through the years. It's the journey of love down this winding road. You and I together, heaven to hold. It's the journey of love. Lost in the music as I look in your eyes, I see our future days and the family we will raise, hoping that this moment never ends as your lips come close to mine, knowing that I love you. Past our last goodbye, the journey of love, of this winding road. You and I together, heaven to hold. My way to heaven. It's all I could ask for. It's the journey of love. You're all I could ask for. It's the journey of
There you go, Chase on the vocal, one called Journey of Love. All right, instrumental. Oh, we've got a phone which has been found in the ladies' bathroom. Ladies, if you left your phone in the restroom, we have it here. Yours? Yes, ma'am. Do you want to sign too?
I want to say hi
For the next
to
one, I guess.
Al Melitis, that's
All right, we're
watching
going to go.
with
Polka
us
time
here
for you. Let's do
on
this one,
Facebook
especially
Live
for
with the
Pat and
DynaBrass
Jim Mochkiewicz.
playing at the
And Jim's the leader of the
Grove,
Polish
here in
American
Oregon,
Concert
Ohio,
Band. Had a
for
big
the
round of applause for them yesterday
Toledo
during the opening
Area
ceremony.
Polka Society.
Fantastic
Al,
job.
thanks
As
for joining
always,
us
here we go.
here on the Facebook
This
Live
one called the Moscow Mule Polka.
with the DynaBrass, and this is a good song coming up instrumentally, the Moscow Mule.
called the Moscow Mule. Hey, Kenna.
Baby.
Hi, Kenna.
Wow.
All right, let's keep it polka time for you. All right, we're going to do this next one to send it out especially for Eddie and Shirley Shinyas here in the house with us. It's a tune that Eddie did the arrangement for us. It's available on our all-in recording. I'd like to remind you as well that we do have all of our CDs available here at the bandstand, DynaBrass CDs. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you take some of our music home with you. Here we go,
Say
Chase on the
hello,
vocals,
Nancy
one call,
DeRocco.
Just Call Me
Hope you and
Lonesome.
Chuck are enjoying your Saturday. Glad you're enjoying it a little bit with us here at the Taps Southern Picnic Camp. These guys are off the charts awesome. The DynaBrass.
Call me lonesome, heart don't get some. I ain't got no one since you went gone. Call me baby, I got a new name. I ain't lonesome, you used to call me the one and only, but now you only call me someone you want to. You were my angel, some stranger, told your heart and stole my brain. Just call me lonesome, I'm gonna let some. I ain't got no one since you went gone. Call me baby, I got a new name. I ain't got no one, I'm lonesome now. I see you living, then fall apart again, remembering I was the only man you needed. You said forever, we'll be together, in between us now forever lies a future. Just call me lonesome, I'm gonna get some. I ain't got no one since you went gone. Call me baby, I've got a new name.
Thank you, there you go. That's Chase on the vocal. It's called Just Call Me Lonesome.
Yeah, hello there, Mark Omar, up there in Corinth, New
Hey, we're going to
York.
do a better time for you right now.
Boy, did we take a road trip.
We want to send this
Oregon,
out for all
Ohio.
our friends that came down from the great state of
Toledo area,
Michigan.
Polka Society, Summer Picnic.
Michigan's in the house. Let's hear you scream.
At, Oregon, Ohio, in the Oak Shade Grove here.
I also want to do it for all
Later
the whiskey
on,
drinkers in
John
the house.
Goodas coming up. And
This
to
song
round
might
out this
sound like it's about wine, but it's really
incredible
about the
day of
whiskey, right,
music.
Debbie?
Hope you and everybody in the house there.
Yeah,
your
we'll send them
mom
out, especially for Uncle
and
Stash
your
in the
wife
house.
And are
Stashu,
having
how are you?
a blessed and
Good to see you.
beautiful Saturday.
All right, here we go for you. It's called The
These
Bottle
guys
of
are
Red. Obetic.
Unbelievable.
don't think I would cut it tonight. I'd rather have some whiskey instead of a bottle of white or a bottle of red. Sometimes I like the fruit of the vine, a nice Cabernet to help pass the time. Sometimes I need to take off the edge, with the whiskey and out with the red. Bottle of red or It was so risky and out of order. Bottle of red or a bottle of white. I just don't think I will cut it tonight. I'd rather have some whiskey instead of a bottle of white or a bottle of red.
That's a DynaBrass original right there, one called A Bottle of Red. With all the Obetic dancers on the floor, let's get one more Obetic for you right now. We'll send this out for all the lefties in the house as well.
Also for my in-laws, Sue and Jerry Fitzpatrick out there. They love to do the Obetic.
We want to send this out to Sam and Sharon Gonzalez, who came all the way from Cherry Valley, Illinois. Hey, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. And glad to hear that you're having a great time enjoying the music and the food. So, especially for Sam and Sharon, here's an Obetic for you instrumentally. It's one called The Left-Handed Obetic. One called The Left-Handed Obetic. All right, we need to just check the time here. 10 more minutes. All right, we've got a few more songs, and then we're bringing up John Gura and Gurale, all the way from the Toronto, Canada, Mississauga, if I think I'm correct. Something like that. Our Canadian friends, one of the best in the business, John Gura and Gurale. All right, we're going to do this one especially for Holly, my niece Holly. Also, Kirsten and Brooks and Kenna and Cindy and Olivia and Jill and Alyssa, Jerry and Jerry, Pat and Jim. Everybody, hey, Jerry and Marie Mutzak as well, our good friends here from Toledo, Ohio. Here we go for you, Chase on the vocal. This one's off our 2020 release. Conway Twitty, Gone Polka. It's one called Someday You'll Love Me.
Might be crazy, thinking you might love me, maybe. Oh, I found it overflowing, taking as I know where it's going. Someday you'll love me, living in the dark. Someday you'll need me, hold with my heart. Someday you'll want me, just as much as I want you. Someday you'll love me, I will be the one. Someday you'll need me, all that I will come. Someday you'll love me, just as much as I love you. Just as much as I love you. In your eyes now, but I'm so lost in your mind now. Oh, I love you, whom I can't see. I won't take no for the answer. Someday you'll love me, it's written in the stars. Someday you'll need me, hold you in my arms. Someday you'll want me, just as much as I want you. Someday you'll love me, I will be no more. Someday you'll need me, all that I will come. Someday you'll love me, just as much as I love you. Just as much as I love you. Someday you'll love me, it's written in the stars. Someday you'll need me, hold you in my arms. Someday you'll want me, just as much as I want you. Someday you'll love me, I will be the one. Someday you'll need me, all that I will come. Someday you'll love me, just as much as I love you. Just as much as I love you.
Thank you, Chase on the vocal, one called Someday You'll Love Me.
Oh, yeah. I love this band. And Bernie Gorak III. Saw you earlier today watching some
What
of
do
the
we have here?
videos with us here on Facebook Live. And here's the
One,
band
two.
that we
Oh, we've
saw
got a
you
50th
play
wedding
with.
anniversary yesterday, especially for
Back
Mike
up in,
and
Erie,
Debbie
as
Porksima.
well as,
Here with us. So for Mike and Debbie
Fire
celebrating
Hall.
50 years,
Bernie, hope you and
we're going to
the
do
family
a
are
medley of polkas
doing
off of
great
our
and enjoying the
Dance All Night
weekend.
recording.
And
We're going
these
to feature
guys
Jack,
are really
Chase, and
rocking
myself on the
house here.
vocals. Also want to do this one, especially for my good buddy Mike Gritchko, who loves the Stormy Clouds polka. That's part of this medley. Here we go, taking you up to the top of the hour, coming right up, John Gura and Gurale. It's called Another Good Old Polka Medley. Here we go.
太阳与谁干？太阳与谁干？是被我抢吗？让别从我干，要不下别与谁干？是被我抢吗？让别从我干，要不下别与谁干？气候行动也，气候行动也，一路千里不打雁。一路千里不打雁，是吧是谁耶？哎，可能是我一，我脱过也不耶，是吧是谁耶？哎，可能是我一，我脱过也不耶。Czerwone usta, różyczki pięknie białe, różyczki pięknie białe. Chyba się śmieje, ej koleże moi, bo tobie życie całe. Chyba się śmieje, ej koleże moi, bo tobie życie całe. Dałem z dziewczyn, dałem z dziewczyn. Ej, piękne pieczoneczek, ej, piękne pieczoneczek, żebyś wiedziała, ej, nie zapomniała, ziemia twój kochaneczek. Żebyś wiedziała, ej, nie zapomniała, ziemia twój kochaneczek.
Tańcowała Małgorzata z ładami, za
thank you very much. You have been listening to the DynaBrass. Right now, let's put your hands together for John Gura and Gurale.
All right, Andrew Haverlock, you're the last one up, and I want to say hi to you out there in Pennsylvania. Since you came on late, you can always go back and catch this entire set of the DynaBrass coming from you from the Toledo Area Polka Society summer picnic here at the Oakshade Grove in Oregon, Ohio. So, Andrew, hope you're having a polka nice weekend, and take care. And Jerry's going to jump on now and do Facebook Live with John Gura and Gurale. See you folks later.